Hi, everyone. Hope you all are doing well and having a great Friday. I wanted to take just a few minutes, and we'll try to be as brief as possible and give you some pointers and thoughts about Thoreau's Where I Lived and What I Lived For. I promised I would do this for you, and I encourage you to watch this after you've taken some time to read the 6 pages that I provided to you. So, Where I Lived and What I Lived For is a piece and part of the larger Walden text written by Henry David Thoreau. The Walden, of course, is in reference to Walden Pond, where he went to live and live deliberately and try to reconnect with nature and the basics of life. Now, obviously, one of the things that we do find out throughout study of this text is that he did have people come and visit him and bring him supplies. There was actually rumor that his mother came and got his laundry. There's a lot of things that kind of problematize this idea that he presents. But I think even with that in mind, I think there's a lot of really good nuggets that Thoreau has to say about nature and about connecting back to nature. The idea is that he wanted to go to the woods to live and live deliberately, and to really, quote, suck out all the marrow of life. It sounds a little gross the way he says it, but the idea is really good, actually, is to really embrace and take in every bit of what life could have for you and for you to enjoy it. He really enjoys the idea of simplicity. He even says it 3 times: simplicity, 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 all in a row. It's the idea to kind of strip back and get back to the basics of life and exactly what you truly need in order to survive, which, I mean, we could all argue, I'm sure, that what is essential and necessary to one person is different from another person. So great idea, great concept, but in our modern sensibilities, it's a little complicated, or a little more complicated than what he might be willing to admit. Now, one of the things to consider too, and often a lot of times people ask is, as an American romantic, was he a believer? Did he really believe in God? And there's some indication that he did, but I think also, while he did want to glorify God and enjoy him forever, as mentioned here in my notes, he was also very much about the experiences of man and what man would be able to take from, in this case, being in nature and experiencing nature in a meaningful way. He also was really interested in this idea of industrialization and what that could do for society. He mentions in particular, we do not ride on the railroad, it rides upon us. So it really kind of presents this idea of, okay, is the industrialization, technology progress, is that good or is it bad? What kind of effect is it going to have? And again, I don't think we have a set answer there. I think it can be both things at the same time. But it is definitely something to make note of. He also says, and I'm skipping down here in my notes, let us spend one day as deliberately as nature and not be thrown off track by every nutshell and mosquito's wing that falls on the rails. Let us rise early and fast, or break fast, breakfast, gently and without perturbation. Let company come and company go. Let the bells ring and the children cry, determined to make a day of it. Really, what he's saying there is embrace the day for what it has to offer. Don't let little things detract you or deter you from embracing everything that's in front of you. And he also kind of ends on this idea of time being something that can be brief and shallow. And he uses the phrase, and it's a really beautiful phrase, time is but the stream I go a-fishing in. And it's the idea that, ultimately you can use, time is available to you, you can get a lot from it, but you need to spend the time and the energy in order to get from it what you want. Okay, so there's some brief thoughts. I hope this is helpful. If you have follow-up questions, email me, let me know. And as a party note, if you listen to this point in the video, thanks for doing so. Send me along via email the phrase fuzzy bunny, and I'll give you 1 point back on your last vocab quiz because you took time to watch this. All right, take care, folks. Thanks so much.